of a rivalry between
Yeah.
these two.
True indeed. Alright, without further ado, and finally in longness on the top right corner in the semifinals of Eurobow number 5, it is Dirtybag, so that's Terran player.
Bottom side of the map, bottom left side of the map, it is going to be our blue Protoss player, Arthur.
Technically there's only one spawn at the bottom, so that doesn't really matter too much. At the 7 o'clock position. Well, Dirtybag is at 3 o'clock.
I don't start with that. So, Alpha is, Alpha, the Korean programmer, is definitely the favorite in this game.
Yes.
But don't count Dirtybag out.
Oh no, Dirtybag is good. Let's have a look at his APM. They have the exact same APM basically, but right now it's very hard to say. Well, Arthur is slightly ahead now. But this is all spam. Let's have a look at what it looks like, shall we? This is Arthur's camera. Can I? Yeah, there we go. He's looking frantically around. Wow, look at that spam. That's insane. Dirtybag, you need to be as good of a spammer as he is. But Dirtybag is actually going for no wall off whatsoever, which is quite interesting. Don't you think?
On these maps, it's not necessarily a bad thing to just skip the wall in, because yes, you do wall in, and then the first Dragoon comes and pokes from far away at your supply depot.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying to deal with.
Sure.
It's definitely one of the harder maps for Terran. So the few Terrans that actually are in this tournament, I want to make their life miserable, so they never join any tournament again. So that my race gets buffed. That was my whole plan.
Yes, your evil plan is working. Now Arthur, actually Dirtybag's going to scout his opponent first, and so is Arthur, but Arthur is just scouting slightly later, and he sees nothing special from Arthur. This is all very common. He's actually spreading out a lot, like he's got his cybercore here and his pylon over here and whatnot, but except for that it's very standard.
Pylon radius is really huge.
It is.
I always forget that. In StarCraft 2 it's really tiny.
You're very tiny.
Look at this little SCV doing actually a lot of damage to the pylon. So, in TVP, we have seen a lot of PvZ now. I think our viewers have a lot of intel on how this matchup plays out a little bit. But in TVP, you notice Protoss players will attack for their Cardaran Citadel much quicker, because it's really good.
That was a very good explanation, thank you. And also we have the big old swap-aroo, so Dirtybag will get his first tank out quicker than you would in Brood War because of the tech lab possibilities. The tech lab possibilities are endless, and also because of the overcharge possibilities.
In ZVP, I can explain that a little better. In ZVP, you want to get your tech buildings as fast as possible, where in TVP you don't need your tech buildings as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You need goon range, you need some dragoons, you need a second nexus, but you don't need your tech buildings as quickly. That's why you can go for the Cardaran Citadel.
So it's like if the Protoss had the same macro mechanic as the Zerg and Neutral Swarm, they would want to get it as quickly as possible because that speeds up their tech.
Okay, so Dirtybag is going for spider mines. I think he will go for some kind of push to punish an eventual, an potential fast expansion from the Protoss player. That is not the case because Protoss player is not fast expand. Oh, he might throw down next.
Oh, I love these spider mines. He doesn't try to put them in the face of the Dragoons, where the Dragoons can snipe them down. He knows he has a very limited amount of spider mines. He wants to make sure they hit, and these are the perfect spider mines. He can retreat to them. He doesn't have to like.
You see how well he microed these Vultures. Like, Dirtybag is just insane when it comes to Vulture micro.
He is very good, and that Vulture took a trip off the cliff to put down that spider mine. It's a special spider mine, and he's actually getting an expansion off of this because Arthur is going to have a really hard time breaking these spider mines without losing a lot. And he's trying to position himself perfectly. Ooh, and man, Dirtybag is playing really well.
Dirtybag is he's getting no siege, and on a normal map, it's already pretty hard to fast expand with spider mines.
Yeah.
And Dirtybag makes it on such a map with such a big choke.
Yeah, and with no high ground.
Actually quite insane.
Oh, and
but
look at this.
He skips forward, trying to trigger. Oh, gets off. The spider mine actually connects. Nice.
Thought he shot it, but he didn't. Oh, he's got to be so
he could
careful.
snipe the top Dragoon. I love the macro.
It's so tense! Like, it's almost nothing happening, but you just know what's going on to these people's mind. You know these tanks just want to kill these Dragoons so fast. These Dragoons want to kill these Spider Mines so bad. And the lines are, like, perfectly drawn out on each side. The line of Dragoons versus the line of Spider Mines.
No, it get pretty close. Dirtybag has to siege these tanks.
Yep, but he will have siege in, like, 10 seconds, or, like, 5 seconds.
Okay, there's an observer on the way. And then suddenly the battle could swing, like...
Oh, and then the Spider Mines might work against him because he might be able to. Ooh, these siege tanks are not. They're in a very interesting position. Oh, he has to move back now.
Yep, that's it. But they are kinda exposed. I'm not sure if I like this.
Yeah, they're a little bit. There's no Spider Mines in front of them. There's Spider Mines behind them, which is really weird. There is a Warp Prism on the way, though. This is Arthur's style. He likes to, you know, do the bulldog. He wants to, like, break as much as possible, put on a lot of pressure. He's getting his base behind this, though. He's not committing to this one base.
He's getting also Reaver attack, which Dirtybag barely scanned. Like, he could have scanned a little bit more in his main base.
Oh, well, he sees the Chrono Boost on the Robo, though. And I think he saw the Warp Prism, so that smells of Reavers, because you don't Chrono Boost out observers, especially when you already have one. I think Dirtybag noticed that there is one out there.
Yeah, let's see if he builds a missile turret, which would be the most natural response to... Okay, he's repositioning his siege tanks, which is okay.
Very nice. He should separate these two a little bit, though, but they do love each other quite a lot.
I think he is a little bit overreacting to the Reavers, which are not yet on the field.
No, but here they come, though. And these Reavers cannot really do much. There might be... Oh, he's actually killing off a couple of Spider Mines. This is quite nice. But the Reaver might be able to land back in. I think Arthur recognizes the level of his opponent right here. Like, recognizes, like, how well he's doing.
Oh no,
everything.
the siege tanks are unsieged.
Oh, this is pretty bad. Oh, that first Scarab didn't really do that much. Neither the second one. Actually hasn't killed anything yet. And he needs to pull back. He doesn't want to pull back with everything. There's many Dragoons out there that are eagerly wanting to move in here. But there's so many Vultures. How did he get this many Vultures?
Oh, the Dragoons now moving in. Solid on top of the one siege tanks, but the siege tank survives. It's a pretty tense situation for everyone involved.
Oh, the Reaver is out! And he lowers the supply depots to be able to spread out his Vultures. Very nice little trick there from Dirtybag. But the Reaver is still out, though. He's got to be so careful.
Okay. Damage is happening, but so far it's not like it's not game deciding damage that has been dealt. But I wonder why Dirtybag doesn't build a Goliath or oh my god.
What?
2 Stargates.
Oh, and he didn't scan it. He was just scanning. He was just scanning the other side and he didn't see it. For anyone wondering, this means only one thing, and that's a very quick carrier transition. I was gonna say Reaver transition. Oh! Now there's the damage! There's the money hit, and these Reavers are being so annoying.
In come the...
Oh, the mass Vultures! Oh, sacrificing themselves a little bit, though. Not the best Vultures this time.
Oh, the Reaver dies! The Reaver dies in the main base from a Spider-Man.
Wow, this game is hard to follow. There's a couple of Vultures here, but they don't have any more Spider-Mines. There's a couple of Spider-Mines here, though, and they do go off, damaging a lot of Dragoons.
Yep. Protoss has to be so careful with these Spider-Mines. And Vultures are pretty cheap. They are like the Marine of mech. And each of one comes with 3 Spider-Mines, so they are pretty damn cost-efficient. Dirtybag scans relatively irregularly, but he's scanning for expansion, which I think is a mistake when you have Vultures on the map that couldn't check. For expansion, these scans would have been much better in the main base.
That's true. That's true. Oh, another Reaver is out though. It could be very annoying with it. But if you look at the workers are actually quite even.
He has to get an armory. He has to get an armory.
Oh yeah. Oh, another scan. Another scan. What does he see? He doesn't see anything. He should be a little bit suspicious because Arthur doesn't have a very big army. But I don't know if he. I don't know. Like the thing is, Arthur's macro is so good that if Dirtybag compares the number of units he sees to a player he usually plays versus. Wow, look how many supply depots he damages with that. Oh, I love these spider mines though. Like he can't really land anywhere in the base now. There's hidden spider mines everywhere. Even the one behind that tree.
Look at this. He even repairs these depots.
Oh, he sees the fleet beacon. He sees the fleet beacon.
Oh, there comes 2 armories for
there
the
we
upgrades
go.
and for okay, supply stack. That sucks a little bit.
This should actually trigger a push, because like if you know that your opponent is making carriers, he's gonna have a lot less ground units, and you might be able to have a successful push. Now, if you don't get that push, that sucks. So yeah, now okay, scans again. No, he didn't see it.
That's like the most frustrating feeling ever. You scan and your supply stuck.
Yeah.
You see the the carrier transition. But
2
yeah,
Reavers, dude. This guy just never rests.
Karun booster is already being upgraded.
Oh,
Spider-Man field is being cleared. In comes.
Just love the moves from Arthur. He moves in with the army here to drag out the army Dirtybag. Then behind that, he's gonna drop a couple of Reavers in the mineral line. He's gonna lose these Dragoons, or he's gonna get the army. Dude, the Reavers. Oh, I thought they could kill all the minerals, but they're actually gonna help their Dragoons instead. Oh, that's unfortunate. They could have killed a lot of workers there.
I'm not sure. There was a siege tank and a missile turret in place.
Oh yeah, there was.
So it would have been nice, but also very risky.
Oh, and now the Spider-Mans can see a carrier actually. So yeah. Now he has to make tons and tons of Goliaths, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Carriers are pretty strong in Starboat. Carriers are no joke. They are forced to be reckoned with. They deal less damage than in StarCraft 2, but they are very microable.
Well, they deal technically the same damage, but they don't even do 2 damage.
They deal less damage. They deal less damage than in StarCraft 2, but they are very microable compared to the StarCraft 2 carriers.
Okay, I think you're mixing up StarCraft 2 and Starbow and everything now. Say that again.
StarCraft 2 carriers deal more damage.
Okay, but they're less microable. Yes, there we go.
Less
I thought you were comparing it to Brood War, and it's the same damage as it is in Brood War. Yeah.
No. I said StarCraft 2.
Mm-hmm. So here comes the push from Arthur, and he's going to push with carriers. And Dirtybag sees it. These siege tanks are not very well sieged up. Like they're in a very big clump. But there's
the carriers take a good. Not the carriers. The Dragoons take a good punch in the face from the siege tanks, though. And in come the carriers trying to harass, deny the 3rd base. Oh,
almost gets a carrier right off the bat with these Goliaths. Very nice missiles there.
Goliaths are no joke either.
No, they're not. But he needs to make sure that he can like have enough siege tanks to deal with the ground army. He doesn't want to overcommit to carriers. And his opponent has stopped making carriers, actually. He only has these 4, and he's going to start making ground arms again. He's banking on his opponent overreacting to them, so hopefully Dirtybag calls the bluff.
That's really smart. He scans continually the Stargates to check if he's continuing the carrier production, and now he switches back to siege tank and forces because he saw the Stargates is no longer producing anything. And in the meantime, Arthur actually is already switching over to ground force. He's getting Templar Archive for these psi stones, which are very efficient at dealing with what's it called? Goliaths. Also, I want to note out the situation here is very different when you would compare it to a normal StarCraft 2 game, because you would say, well, the Protoss is on 3 bases. Yes, that's true, but 3 base is not. I mean, 2 base versus 3 base Terran. Terran is still in a pretty good spot, though. Yeah,
it's not the end of the world for Terran. Terran has another orbital ready. He really wants to. Well, he has it for scan too, but he really just wants to expand. Arthur kind of has a contain going here, and Dirtybag could inch out a little bit. I feel.
Yeah,
there is the War Prison with the double Reaver that's always threatening a backstab if he moves out too far with too many forces.
Look at this, the parking spot right next to the command center at Metro.
There we go. But you could actually snipe that orbital with his Reavers, with his carriers, I think.
Oh, he snipes the observer.
Oh, very nice. That helps a lot. Oh, he has to make a new one. I don't think he has any more observers, actually.
He gets the warp gate upgrade.
Oh, he has one somewhere.
Arthur gets the warp gate upgrade.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, now he can reinforce this position very easily, but not with Dragoons, though. That's important. Okay, here we go. Dirtybag moves out. Oh, that's a huge force he's got. Oh, he moves a little bit too close before he sieges. This is a very bad move up from Dirtybag. And Reaver's in the middle. I think this was pretty bad. He's gonna get the carriers, I think, but older Dragoons might do the work, though. No!
Oh, nice siege tank shot into
Dirtybag breaks the container. There's one more carrier, but there's 5 more Goliaths, and one carrier does very little. Carriers are, like, dependent on each other. They're like a flocking creature. And, oh, careful with the...
Don't move too far with these Goliaths out.
Or the vultures. He thinks he's broken the container already, but he hasn't really. He needs to be... Ooh, he's losing a lot of units now. He's got to be super careful. And the reinforcement pylon is here. The warp gates are complete. He's warping in. Oh, he's making warp gates right now. It's going to be a huge cycle of Zealots incoming. And this is going to be very hard for Dirtybag to hold. He scans and he sees and he needs to siege up and he needs to put up the Spider-Mons now. And does Arthur not know about this base? Yes, he does.
I think he's just waiting for the Templar. Could have gotten a nice snipe there. Also, carriers are so good at sniping Spider-Mans.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Next warp in round of Zealots.
Where is the warp in round? Oh, it's up here. Look at that. Wow, there's going to be so many Zealots here. He needs so many vultures, and he can make it now because he has the extra mineral income. But here comes Arthur with a huge army. And he's just crushing Dirtybag's position right now. Oh, with a nice storm. And GG, Arthur takes the first game. Incredibly well skills from both players.